Peace, everybody. This is Lions with another news and commentary. I have never known anybody, that gonna say, well, she was overworked. I'm talking about Amber Guyger. Now, for those of you who, forgot or who don't remember what the story is, Amber Guyger is the former Dallas police officer. She was accused of killing Botham Jean at his own apartment. Now the Dallas police and the union are protecting her, claiming that she quote unquote overworked and she basically fatigued, which is so ridiculous. And now, really, we don't even know where Amber Guyger is at the moment. The Dallas police is protecting her. I mean, she really spent at least one day in jail, and then when she was released on bond, she disappeared without a trace. So this article comes from news1.com, and this is utterly ridiculous, guys. Dallas Police Association pushing the narrative that Amber Guyger was overworked. And under there, which is true, she said, when did fatigue makes you shoot someone? Now, that District Attorney Faith Johnson, who is a black Republican woman, has been voted out, and retired Judge John Crusat, who said Amber Guyger should be charged with murder, was voted in by a landslide. The Dallas Police Association appears to be working in a frantic pace to protect the 30-year-old officer. The president of the Dallas Police Association is using Guyger as an example of police being overworked and tired, which is ridiculous. Dallas News reported the department recently was criticized for the long hours cops worked after off-duty officer Amber Guyger fatally shot 26-year-old Botham Jean inside in his own apartment. Guyger was in full uniform and reportedly had just gotten off a 15-hour shift. She told investigators she went to the wrong floor and tried to get into Jean's apartment, believing it was her own. The internal review of work hours policies in the police department begins almost a year before the September shooting. Magically, gaining access to someone's apartment and shooting them dead in cold blood is not an example of fatigue. Nonetheless, Michael Mata, president of the Dallas Police Association, finds a connection. This was being looked at way before the Guyger shooting, he continued. It all comes down to really who don't have enough officers. No, it comes down to not having a culture of corruption that defends cops, even if someone is gunned down in their own home. Clearly, fatigue will be the excuse if Guyger is indicted. Last week, the district attorney-elect Crusoe told NBC in Dallas, I don't know any police reports. I don't know any forensics. Let's see here. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know any police reports. I don't know any forensic reports, but based on what I have seen, manslaughter is an inappropriate charge based on the circumstances as I understand them. Once I get in there, I get everything in front of me, and it appears the most appropriate charge is murder. Then that's the charge we will go forward with. He also says anything less than murder deviates from Dallas County president. Amber Guyger shot and killed Botham Jean on September 6, 3 days later. She was in jail for around an hour. 1 hour. Charged with manslaughter and has been free on the streets ever since. See, what the Dallas Police Union is trying to do is saying that, she was overworked. She didn't know what she was doing. She was basically overworked and, basically fatigued. But what does this have to do with her going to a wrong apartment, killing an innocent man, Botham Jean, in his own apartment? And then all of a sudden, remember, when the case begins, They found all this police tactical weapons, police tactical armor stuff in Botham Jean's apartment, and people still didn't understand how did it end up in his apartment. And now you got Dallas Police Union is trying to protect this woman, saying that, oh, she's overworked and basically she's been, she didn't know what she was doing. Really? Anybody could be overworked and know where he or she lives. So this is another excuse from the Dallas Police Union trying to protect a woman that killed an innocent man, by the way. And all of a sudden, they try to cover it up. This is a major cover-up by the Dallas Police Department. And again, we see in time and time and time again making excuses for these police officers, knowing that they did wrong, they're killing an innocent man, and still they want to still keep her free and try to possibly get her off. So this is another case of the Dallas Police Union trying to basically, protect her as usual, so she won't go to jail. Now, she's been charged with manslaughter, but instead they should have charged her with first-degree murder, but it is what it is. But now the Dallas Police Union says, oh, she was overworked. How many people that was overworked went into someone else's house mistakenly and shot and killed somebody in their own house? I don't get that. I don't find that. But this goes to show, ladies and gentlemen, that the Dallas Police Department would do anything to protect. And guess what? She is not even a police officer anymore. But it goes to show that they would do anything to protect their, whether it's current officer or former officer, from going to jail. This is outrageous. I want to send a shout out. This is really, really, really sickening. I want to send a shout out to Lisa Cabrera for this story, because when I heard of Lisa Cabrera's story about the News One article that you saw right now, this is sickening to my stomach. So in other words, she's overworked. Talking about Amber Guyger. She's overworked. She's fatigued. She was in the wrong apartment. Didn't know she was in the wrong apartment. And shot and killed an innocent man in his apartment. Is that ridiculous? Is that outrageous? Ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think about this story. Share this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my reaction channel. And subscribe to my Black Johnson channel for all the news and commentary. With that being said, this is Lions Den signing off. Deuces.